It's good to see you.
Yeah, really.
You can give me a
Yeah.
hug. Great.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the way people can set the tone for conversation is very crucial to how the conversation is going to go. And I'm going to say this in advance. I give Josh credit for the way he was able to conduct himself, you know, because the way she comes in there, man's really like, oh, great. At that point, he's got to recompose himself, you know what I mean? But listen, let's just get into it.
I feel like there were many times I told you what I want, and every time your word said one stuff, but your action was telling me, Natalie, I don't want you.
All right, boom, let's talk about that. Natalie's talking about you say one thing, but your actions say something else. All right, cool. So ask yourself this. Why are you still here? But you have to remember, right, Natalie's somebody that holds herself at a very high pedestal. That's what she does, because she sees herself as this person. All right, cool. That's good for you. Great stuff. But somebody that puts himself up here, why would you have stuck around for as long as you did to be with somebody that wasn't giving you anything back? Somebody that makes you feel what you're saying right here, right now. Make that make sense to me. And the reason why that's crucial is because, you see, that's going to lead up to a point I'm going to make later on in the video. But before we continue, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, 50K, we're nearly there. 9 days. Let's make it happen. We literally need another 1,000+ subscribers to get there. 1,500. Come on now, let's make it happen. But let's get into this nitty and gritty. And yeah, wrong thing.
Whatever energy I put, it's just obviously not enough.
You see, this is something that I found quite interesting. Whatever energy that I put in is obviously not enough. You know, this isn't the same type of Natalie that we experienced when she was with Mike. You see what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. Because all this energy or effort that you put in, whatever that isn't enough, why didn't you do that why didn't you put that into your marriage with Mike? Forget about how long she was with him. What about when you got married and you came to the States? Why didn't you put that energy into Mike? That's what I want to know. Why didn't you put that same energy maybe even in your previous relationship? But I can't talk about those. I haven't seen those ones. I'm going to talk about this one. All I'm saying is I find it very interesting that she's put energy in this one and now she's stressing about the fact that she's put energy into it, but there's been no results.
To your home, you tried. It's been almost a year since I've invited me to your home. You tried, yeah? You really tried.
Sorry, I have to really dissect this one. Really got to dissect this one. So, you know, she talks about obviously it's been a year and I still haven't even been invited to see to your home. I haven't even seen your kids. Natalie just needs to be honest. She needs to be honest and say, listen, I waited around. I tried, but nothing worked. And the reason why I waited around and tried is because really and truly, I just want you to make me famous. You know, I want you to get me these jobs that I want. You know, I want to be a model. I want to be an actor. You're the link. I tried, but nothing gave. This has nothing to do with him having kids. This has nothing to do with her, you know, not being able to go to his house and seeing his house. No. In my opinion, what she's trying to say is, if I had got to this stage where I'd have seen your kids and I'd have seen your house by now, at least then I would have known you're 100% serious about taking me to where I want to go in life. And that's giving me kids and also giving me the career that I want. Let's be real. Their relationship has always been about her trying to capitalize on opportunities that Josh can provide. It's never been about capitalizing on their relationship. It's been about the opportunities. But let's continue.
1 in a million, you know, and I deserve a great man. I don't want to waste my body, my mind, my feelings for a guy who doesn't even fight for me, who doesn't even care about me. And I can't be next to a man who is weak.
I 100% understand her.
How can she call him weak? Let's make that make sense. This is a man that has got a successful business, okay? He's got all of his ducks in order. He's got his life going on for him. And she wants to call him weak. This is a man that's prioritizing things that matter more, you know, arguably in terms of his children. You call him weak. It's funny how she loves to call old men weak when she doesn't get what she wants.
Her feelings and her emotions and, you know, like where she's coming from. And no matter what happens, I still care for her. Not that I was doing things on purpose. It's because I have obligations. You need somebody that can be around more, or maybe somebody that doesn't have kids, that you can start your own family. I don't know, but I'm not able to give you what you want.
I give totally myself and I suffer. And it's not fair, but I guess I have to accept it and just leave. I'm not interested anymore in see you.
It's taking you this long. I find it very suspicious, to be honest with you.
It took me a year and a half to understand, like, you do not want me.
Well,
I mean, in my humble opinion, it took a year and a half to understand that he wasn't going to get you to where you want to go in life. And that's give you kids, marriage, and become a model and actor. Let's just put a model and actor and a kid as the most priority thing. Because you know what the crazy thing is? You know what? We'll get there.
Like, I just know that you don't love me, and there's no point. I want to have the feelings that I'm not loved.
I understand that.
Natalie's always talking about how she wants to be loved. Never talks about how she wants to love someone. She wants someone to come in her life, love her enough to give her everything that she wants. She doesn't want someone to come in her life, so therefore she can love them and give them everything that they want too. Do you see what I'm saying? It's always one-sided. I've never heard her say, but I love him, but I want him because he makes me feel good. Never heard her say that. And because she doesn't give off the energy, this is why she's single.
I like you a lot. I really do. I like you a lot. I do.
And I fall for a guy.
Like, sorry, like, just that bit there. Josh even says, even he's probably trying BS, he even says, I like you a lot. I've never heard her say that. She's always, oh, I want you to do this for me.
Who distracts me emotionally and makes me weak when I have to be with someone who will heal me.
My time. I've given her my...
You see what I mean? Somebody that's going to heal me. Me. What about him? Let's not mess about here. Come on. Stupidity.
When I have to be with someone who will heal me.
My time. I've given her my attention. I've given her my help. I've given her my connections. And she had her mind made up that she deserved more, you know.
Somebody explain to me, what more does she deserve? Literally, he's given her everything, right, that she's wanted apart from, I guess, a child, right? And marriage, right? But she left Mike for a reason, right? She left Mike to be with someone like Josh who can give her opportunities. Literally, that's what he did. From what we saw, that's what he did, right? That's what was shown to us, right? And the crazy thing about it is, after everything that he did to give her, where was any point where Natalie said, oh, you know what, I love you, I appreciate what you did for me. You know what, I like you, I appreciate what you did. Do you know what, listen, I can see myself wanting it. I can see myself falling for you. Oh my God, I can't believe of how many things you do for me. You're always trying to do something to make me feel special. And I feel so good that I want to be with you because you are an amazing person. You make me feel great. She never says none of those things. Listen, I'm telling you now, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're getting to know somebody and they're not telling you about how they feel about you, leave. Run. If they're always trying to tell you about how they want you to make them feel, leave. It's only about them. Natalie is the definition of that. And that's why she will continue being like this, single.
I gave her, and it just wasn't enough.
I just feel like I deserve to be loved. I gave Michael 7 years.
I'm sorry, but let's just talk about this 7 years. I gave Michael 7 years. Oh, you gave Michael 7 years, did you? But let's just talk about that real quick. Now, I didn't realize that her and Michael were even together for that long. But let's just process that. That means out of the 7 years they were together, I believe maybe maybe a little bit more than that years, they were married. The second that she came, remember, most of the years they were together was when she was still in Ukraine and Michael was in the States. She was in the States, and correct me if I'm wrong, but she was here for less than a year and she left him. She talks about, you know, I put all this effort. I mean, if I'm correct, she's putting more effort and was more patient to be with Mike. No, so to be with Josh for a longer period than she did when she was here with Mike in the States. Let that sink in. I do wonder if Mike had maybe given her a kid and also given her this opportunity that she wanted. I wonder if she would have stayed with him. 100%. But she left him because he wasn't going to give her a kid then and there. And most importantly, he couldn't give her the life that she wanted. And the life that she wanted is the one that Josh tried giving her. Based on what we've seen. There's no way you can tell me this woman has any ounce of knowing how to love somebody, knowing how to treat someone, when everything is always about her. 7 years with him. So you spent literally about what, 6, maybe 5.5 of those years. I don't know when they necessarily. But yeah, she spent 6 years of those. 6 years, roughly that, of their relationship of being long distance. But the second that she came to the States, less than a year, if that is a factual statement, boom, gone. Even if it's just over the year, boom, gone. If that doesn't tell you about someone's character, then goddamn, because I promise you this now, if she loved him, loved Mike, Should have never left him just like that. Should have stuck around. If she loved Josh, to be fair, if she actually had feelings for Josh, should have left him sooner because he didn't give her the reassurance that she wanted. So let's not mess about. If you love someone and you have feelings for, or you just having feelings for someone and you feel like they're not treating you right, you're gonna leave. The older you are, the quicker you're gonna leave. The younger you are, the more you're gonna have hope and you're gonna stick around 100%. But she's 38. She's at the age where she'd be like, okay, I know I like this guy, but he's not showing me back, so I gotta bounce now. I gotta leave. I gotta save myself. I gotta look after myself. She didn't do that. She stayed around. Why? Because she was looking for an opportunity. That is what she was looking for. I could be wrong, but this is what I'm telling you based on everything that we have seen from the beginning of seeing Natalie on 90 Day Fiancé all the way till now. That is what the timeline is telling me. But like I said, if she had any emotions of actually loving Mike, she would have stuck around. 100%. Wouldn't you? Because Mike wasn't exactly a terrible guy.
This guy, and I just can't. That makes me feel so much terrible. Alone in this country with no friends in LA. I have no one. This mom. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
The first thing you can do is take accountability. You're the one that wanted to move to America so bad. Well, you finally got the move to America. You got to America, what happened? You left Mike. Then what happened? You met Josh and look what's happened there. you failed this one too. Or whatever. Either way though, you've now brought your mom into your mess. And now you're on the street saying you don't know what to do. Well, take accountability. That's what you got to do. Take accountability and then hopefully you figure it out. But in terms of taking accountability, that's not something that I believe that she obviously knows how to do. Now, based on the next week's preview, her and her mom go to a clinic where she can have a kid a different way. So that should be interesting to see when obviously that episode comes. But either way though, for now, this is an utter freaking madness. Help us get to 50k subscribers. Come on now, I know you're here for a reason because you want to help us get there. Subscribe, like, and peace.